Okay, so what you're going to want to do is come into Google Trends, and then once inside, we want to select the country that we want to see the trending topics inside. So yes, you could actually just see on a world level, but I'm assuming that you want high CPMs for your channel. So therefore, you want to be looking at the trending topics inside the country or countries that you plan to target. So for example, a safe bet is always going to be the United States. So you could just come into the United States, select that from the drop down up here, and then you could actually start to search and see what's trending inside of America. Because obviously, if you're going to create videos on topics that are trending inside America, then people inside America are more likely to be interested in your content, and Google and YouTube will be then sharing it out and basically starting to push it towards that particular audience. So up here, select the country, and then it will say here, and then we can actually start to explore and look at the different ones inside. Now, before we do that, if you've watched any of my videos on this channel, you know that I'm a firm believer in making sure that you have an idea of how you plan to monetize the channel first before you start driving down into the niche idea. So you perhaps hopefully have a general idea of the niche that you want to target. So a very broad idea. So let's say, for example, you want to do one of the big three, which is health, wealth, and relationships. You could say, okay, I'm going to go into health. You would then want to go away and start looking at the different products that you could potentially sell, be it creating your own courses, selling your own products, selling drop shipping products, or perhaps affiliate products and programs, courses, softwares. So you want to see what's available for you to sell, for you to be able to add additional revenue streams to your channel. And you always want at least one additional revenue stream other than just, say, Google Ads and YouTube ads. Okay, so once you've got that idea, what we want to do is come into Explore. And you can obviously go for particular search terms, but we don't know what we don't know. We want Google Trends to tell us what's trending so we can then come up with ideas for our channel. So check that it's still on United States, check for the past 12 months, and then we want to select categories. So we want to come up with some ideas. So this is a great place to start, especially if you have a general idea of what you want to go into now. So you'll still need to do your niche research to check the volume and make sure that there's enough there to build a channel around. But otherwise, just come straight down and let's just go down, and you could say, okay, I'm going to be doing something in beauty and fitness, or I'm going to be doing something in business or computers or finance. Literally, you've got all the different options here, health. So for the sake of this training, let's go into jobs and education. And I always like to start with web searches. Web searches are going to give you a more accurate idea of what people are searching for now on Google. And there's always an overlap between Google and YouTube, but then we also have the option of then going in and searching the YouTube part afterwards. Now, this is never as targeted as the web search. It pulls up a lot of general information that doesn't seem relevant to the niche, but it is good for seeing what people are still searching for within this niche when we drill down into the YouTube side. So start with web. And what you're going to see here is it's going to show you the top trending topics for both search queries. So this is the sort of keywords and questions that people have. And then you've got the overall topics that people are searching for. So the topics and then the questions people have, or the things they're searching for within those topics. Now it says rising here. Rising will be what's suddenly got a rise, what's getting more. So if we click here, you'll see it's the stuff that basically has had a big increase in frequency. But that doesn't mean that over the last 12 months, it's going up all the time. It may have just had a spike, and it may be on the way back down again. And we could look at that, but I like to see some overlap. What I prefer to target is top, and then I can look at rising afterwards. So if we start with top, then this will show us the top 100 things that people are actually searching for. So the main ones in the top areas here within jobs and education are school, college, secondary school, salary, Indeed, which is a website, career, teacher. So these are all the sort of topics you would expect to see inside. Student, course, education, school districts. So these are all great, but now we want to drill down a bit further and look at what people are actually searching for. So we've got school, jobs, Google Classroom, Indeed, tests, academy. So you got interviews, teachers, and pay for teachers. All right, so if we wanted to go a bit deeper into any of these topics, we could then come across and we could perhaps look at the rising things to see if there's anything newer, and let's look for some overlap. And what I notice is that ChatGPT is a rising thing on just about every single topic out there. So we know AI is going to have a rising trend in all different niches out there. So let's come down. Okay, there's lots of things about tests and exams. So we've got ChatGPT, plagiarism checker. Okay, this is interesting. So I, for example, now have seen that we've got plagiarism checker. We've got people that were talking about tests and exams. Probably got assignments. We've got ChatGPT. So you can start to see, okay, there's some overlap that people are interested in ChatGPT. They're obviously interested in plagiarism checkers. So perhaps, say, students are using ChatGPT to do some of their work. So maybe you could have a student channel that is helping students to be more efficient. And then also you could start that channel with the idea of starting to show them how to use ChatGPT and also use plagiarism checkers to be able to leverage the AI and perhaps get away with it to be able to help them to write better assignments and pass tests and learn more. So perhaps you could actually use ChatGPT to help them learn more. So maybe there's some overlap there between, say, doing homework and assignments, but also using it as a learning tool to be more effective. So let's go back to top. Okay, so let's go into course and see what we get here. So what you want to see, and the reason I like top, is the top ones, is that you're going to get more stable lines. For example, if we were going with a rising star, you might see a spike going up, and then it's already starting to go down. What we want is evergreen stability. So we're looking for trending topics that overlap with evergreen, because evergreen will help us grow a channel that is getting views for years to come, rather than just being like a news channel where your content goes up, gets a load of views, and then isn't relevant anymore. So we can see this is pretty stable. It has the odd peak, but it's just sort of continuing across this line, which is a good thing. So we come down, we can see which areas are searching for this more. And let's have a look. Okay, so you got nursing. So nursing could be an idea. So again, these are rising. Course careers. Courses at Browns. So different courses. You can make videos on the different courses available at different universities. The schedule of classes. So perhaps let's go back into top again. So we can actually see what the more stable topics are. So we got college classes, courses, course catalog, free courses. So these are a bit more general. So what we want to do is pick something here. So look at nursing. Again, a stable one. Simple nursing software. So maybe that one didn't work. But you start to see how the different overlap would work. Like, how would you be able to tie these in? So let's, for example, go into health again. So we're going to go into health and then come down. Okay, so we've got different things here. So we've got obviously stuff about monkeypox is on the rise, which makes sense. That's been relevant in some areas. The Good Nurse, I'm guessing these are potentially TV shows. You can see this is a comedian, this is a movie. These aren't that relevant always. And this is something I often find interesting, that sometimes the categories don't always match up. So we go into top. Doctor, pharmacy, urgent care, symptoms. So you could have videos on different symptoms. Might need to be careful of Google terms there. Eye care. So it could be stuff on eye care, blood, side effects, dentistry. So perhaps you could create videos on different dentistry or different things for dental care, and also perhaps different diseases and stuff. People are always going to be searching for and interested in stories about dental stuff, perhaps. Signs and symptoms. So this could be an interesting one. So let's go into signs and symptoms. So we probably want to avoid anything to do with sort of the COVID stuff. Again, let's look at the top stuff. Pregnancy symptoms. Okay, so pregnancy is obviously going to be one that people are interested in. You can see how you can start to get ideas. And as we go in, let's say, okay, now I want to do something on, so let's look at pregnancy. Small spike here. Let's see what we've got again. See, you could, this is why you could tap into, if you were doing a channel on babies and everything else, you could find a way to tie in the trending topic of Rihanna being pregnant at the Super Bowl. and that would give you an extra boost. And also you could tie it in an evergreen way. So it could be overlap of how do we know that she's pregnant or something along those lines. Now, obviously, these examples are a bit weak, but you then go into top again. Pregnancy tests, pregnancy symptoms, pregnant women. Okay, so we've got loads of different ideas here. But now we've done the web search, and then you want to come in and see what's happening on YouTube itself. Okay, so a little bit more sort of gossipy trending topics there. Let's look for but again, those sort of gossipy trending topics could be a good way for you to get some trending information into your evergreen video. Childbirth, so you see lots of great related topics here. Pregnancy belly, pregnancy test, pregnancy birth, pregnancy workouts, interesting. So you could do a whole channel around being pregnant from start to finish. So this is what I want you to understand. That this is a tool. You need to read between the lines. So you have your general niche idea. You then have your products that you're potentially going to try and push. So how would you do it? So if I was doing weight loss, I want to find health things that are going to be relatable to health. So it could be how people are losing weight or how famous people lose it. So you always see how people, when they do workouts and stuff like that, they say how Thor got into shape for his movie. So Chris Hemsworth workout. People tie in celebrities and overlapping trending things to be able to make these work. And that's what you need to be doing if you want to try and tap into both trending and getting evergreen topics. So I always recommend having evergreen topics that you then tie in a little bit of this trending stuff just to be able to get more views and stay more relevant with your channel. With that said, if you would like full step-by-step training on building channels for profit, then check out the links in the video description. Any questions, just ask in the comments below. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and until next time.